pre-service songs? Do you know?
Well, I wasn't sure whether they wanted the first two to be pre-service or if they wanted us to, because they put all the words up there, so I figured it's hard to say.
Okay.
Do you want me to play them anyway, like gather, or should we just wait until we actually start to do gathering and songs?
I don't have the slideshow on me.
That's okay. I'll just pick a couple of tunes from last week.
All right.
We'll just play those.
When I was a boy each week, on Sunday we would go to church, pay attention to the priest, and he would read the holy word and consecrate the holy bread, and everyone would kneel and bow. Today the only difference is everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. When I was in Sunday school, we would learn about the time Moses split the sea in two, and Jesus made the water wine. I remember feeling sad, miracles don't happen still, but now I can't keep track, 'cause everything's a miracle. Everything's a miracle. Water is not so small, but an even better magic trick is that anything is here at all. So the challenging thing becomes not to look for miracles, but finding where there isn't one. When holy water was rare at best, it barely wet my fingertips, but now I have to hold my breath like I'm swimming in a sea of it. It used to be a world half there, heaven's second-rate hand-me-down. Now I walk it with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now. A questioning child's face and say it's not a testament. That'd be very hard to say. See another new morning come and say it's not a sacrament. I'll tell you that it can't be done. This morning outside I stood, I saw a little red-winged bird shining like a burning bush and singing like a scripture verse. It made me want to bow my head. I remember when church let out, how things have changed since then, 'cause everything is holy now. It used to be a world half there, heaven's second-rate hand-me-downs, but I'm walking with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now. It used to be a world half there, heaven's second-rate hand-me-down, but I'm walking with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now.
checky. Oh. Hello, everybody. How great a day is it out there? Yeah. Amazing. I'm centering myself because I did the service in Victoria this morning. Yeah. Yeah, so I drove there, drove back here, and then 5 minutes before service started in Victoria, I thought I should check my texts. And then I did, and Marie had texted saying she is very ill and won't be here. And I was like, okay, well, we don't have anybody else that can handle all of the streaming equipment except me, and I'm not there. It's perfect. So Leslie has decided to jump in, and yeah. And of course, we have Brian on sound, who is doing a great job, who's preset everything. So we were texting back and forth as I drove here at the speed of sound, I'll say. How about that? The speed of sound with very loud rock and roll music playing so I could be like, yeah! And got here at 12:20, left there at 11. So that's good, right? Hour and 20 minutes? Yeah. No traffic. So it's perfect. It's like, how could, I was actually telling the people in Victoria as I shared this story, because I was like, how do I be present here to do their service without thinking, how am I going to manage everything in Nanaimo? And I had to let it all go and just be present with them. And so what I reframed for myself, you've heard me say this before, is I reframed it as, I get to do this. Nobody else on the planet right now is getting to do what I get to do this morning. Just me. And how great is that? So I get to see, can I do this, right? It's amazing. So when you reframe things for something that's empowering, then it's not a problem. It's actually something you get to go and do. So welcome everybody to this amazing day. I'm so excited to be here and to have survived that trip here. I'm very grateful. And we have Josh on piano, and so why don't we play some music together, huh? All right.
No. I think it's. Oh, maybe.
Maybe it is.
Maybe it's World of Abundance first.
Maybe it's World of Abundance first. Sorry. Hang on. Oh, I am so grateful for this life I have to live. Oh, and I am so grateful for all I have to give. For I live in a world of abundance, in a true never-ending source from above. Yes, I live in a world of abundance, with a life overflowing and a heart full of love. 'Cause I am so grateful, for I know my path is blessed by a love so full and graceful. I can trust in every step, for I live in a world of abundance, in a true never-ending source from above. Yes, I live in a world of abundance, with a life overflowing and a heart full of love. Yes, I live in a world of abundance, in a true never-ending source from above. Yes, I live in a world of abundance, with a life overflowing and a heart full of love.
Oh, I think it's. I think we might be able to get the present. So, we just wait word from the expert there whether we're going to follow the slides or whether we're going to try to make the slides follow us. But it's my job to welcome you again. And thank you for being here. Thank you for getting yourself here. Special thank you for Thomas and Leslie for being here, and everyone who's watching us online. A special welcome to you, whether you're on the island in Canada or somewhere else, you're welcome. And so, well, we're getting back there. I just want to take a moment now then to acknowledge that we are in the traditional unceded territory of the Snuneymuxw people on Vancouver Island here in Nanaimo, and there are many First Nations groups around our province and around our country, and wherever you're living, I ask you to just take a moment to honor that connection. And we're going to get out of the way.
Yeah. Nice. Running around fixing this and that, giving it up to God and then taking it back. Just release and let it go. You don't even have to think about it no more. Get out of the way. Get out of the, yeah, get out of the way. Get out the way and let God do its thing. 'Cause you look like the weight of the world's on your back. Just take a deep breath and cut yourself some slack. All that drama ain't good for you. You couldn't change what is if you wanted to. So get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out the way and let God do its thing. 'Cause the sun's gonna shine and the river's gonna flow. The tide's gonna rise without your say-so. The universe is working and the good is flowing. You don't plant a seed, then dig it up to see if it's growing. So get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out the way and let God do its thing. Very good. That's a groovy one. I like that. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. Love is my source, love is my power, love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, love gives me everything I need. Joy is my source, joy is my power, joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, joy gives me everything I need. Peace is my source, peace is my power, peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks peace gives me everything I need.
Okay, now we have our opening songs done. Would you join me, please, for a brief prayer? And remembering that our prayer is affirmative prayer. We affirm the rightness of all that we are experiencing today. We affirm the perfection, the order of how this day is unfolding in perfect time, perfect order. And we affirm that we are here today because we love one another, and we support one another, and we grow together. And as we grow and rise in consciousness, we take that into our world. We affirm this is so, and so it is. Amen. Now I wonder what we're doing next. Would you please repeat our vision with me? Unity Vancouver Island is a growing, unfolding, expanding center of light and love, mighty to attract its good and radiate good to others. And so it is. And just to follow that, pure imagination.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Come with me, and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What you'll see will defy explanation. 'Cause if you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world, there's nothing to it. For there's no life I know that compares with pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to be. So come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Come with me, and you'll see into your imagination. 'Cause we'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What you'll see will defy explanation. 'Cause if you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world. There's nothing to it. For there's no life I know to compare with pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly. wish to be. Thank you.
That was perfect that the done button just clicked up just at the right time. Some announcements. So coming up this month, our quantum meditation this month is on February the... Just a minute. Okay, oh, well. Okay, you trying to confuse me. Okay, it's on February the Tuesday. Notice the time changes, the date changes from month to month, so please note those two. That's in the Arbutus room there. Everyone is welcome. It's at 6 o'clock, and it's by donation. And our next announcement is thank you so much for last night. The people who put together that amazing concert with Kyle and Marty. And so next week, next month, February 22nd, which is the fourth Saturday, I think it's the third Saturday. It's a Saturday in February. And Anela Kahimoe, an evening of Hawaiian songs, which is just about right for this time of winter. So please get your tickets for that. Does Meg have tickets today for that? She does. Meg will be there. And wear your Hawaiian shirt. Oh, okay. On Saturday evening, March the 1st, the Make 'em Laugh and Make 'em Think play reading troupe invites you to a reading of a very funny religious comedy. It's, you'll like it, it's funny. And that's right there in the Arbutus room as well. It's also available, no charge, by donation. We always appreciate that, and everyone is welcome. And Reverend Thomas, the following night, that'll be a busy weekend, Sunday, March the 2nd, we'll be doing a lying down meditation in this room. We'll move the chairs. We'll fill this room with relaxed, lovely bodies having a beautiful sound bath meditation. So get your tickets from that also today from Meg. And that is it from announcements.
Dr. Schweitzer?
Yes.
My name's Karen Didman, and Janet Kidman referred me.
Oh, yes. You're afraid of being buried alive in a box.
Yes, that's me. Should I lie down?
No, just have a seat is fine.
Okay.
So let me explain a little bit to you about our billing procedure. I charge $1 per minute for the first 5 minutes, and after that, absolutely nothing. How about that?
Oh, that sounds great. Too good to be true, as a matter of fact.
Well, but I can pretty well guarantee that our session won't last longer than 5 minutes.
Oh,
Now, we don't do insurance billing,
okay.
so you'll have to pay by cash or check.
Wow. Okay. All right.
And I don't make change.
All right.
Go.
Go.
Tell me what the problem is that you'd like to discuss.
Oh, well, I have this fear of being buried alive in a box. I simply think about being buried alive and I begin to panic.
Has anyone ever tried to bury you alive in a box?
No, but truly, thinking about it has made my life horrible. I can't go through tunnels, or I can't be on an elevator in a house. Nothing boxy.
So what you're telling me is that you're claustrophobic.
Yes, that's it.
All right, Karen, I think I can help you. I have 2 words that I think will help. I want you to listen to those 2 words very, very carefully.
Okay.
Then I want you to take those 2 words out of the office and incorporate them into your life.
Shall I write them down?
Only if you're comfortable. It's only 2 words. We find most people can remember them.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, here are your 2 words. Stop it.
I'm sorry?
Stop it.
Stop it?
S-T-O-P, new word, I-T, stop it.
So, what are you saying?
You know, Karen, I say those 2 words and you would be astounded how many people interact just exactly what you're saying now. This isn't Yiddish, Karen, it's English. Stop it.
So I should just stop it?
There you go. You don't want to go around through life being afraid of being buried alive in a box, do you? That sounds frightening.
It is.
Well, then stop it.
But I can't. I mean, it's been with me a long time.
No, we don't go there. Just stop it.
So what you're saying is that I should just stop being afraid of being buried alive in a box.
There you go. Very good, Karen, very good. Well, that's been 3 minutes, so that'll be $3.
Oh, but no, I only have 5.
I don't make change.
Well, then I guess I'll take the whole 5 minutes.
Okay, fine. What other problems would you like to discuss?
I'm bulimic. I stick my fingers down my throat.
Don't go there. What are you, some kind of an idiot? Stop that.
But I compelled to.
No,
My mother used
no,
to.
we don't go there.
But I've had a dream
No,
about.
we don't go there either.
Yeah, but my horoscope
We
says-
definitely don't go there. What else?
Well, I have self-destructive relationships with men.
Well, stop it. You want to have a relationship with a man, don't you?
Yes.
Well, then stop it, you big baby.
I wash my hands a lot.
Well, that's okay.
It is?
Sure, I wash my hands all the time. There's germs out there. Don't worry about that.
I'm afraid to drive.
Well, stop it. Get in the car and how are you going to get around? Get in the car and drive, you kook.
You stop it. You stop it.
What seems to be the trouble, Karen?
I don't like it. I don't like this kind of therapy. You just keep telling me to stop it.
And you don't like that?
No, I don't.
Do you think we might be moving too fast?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to give you 10 words now. And you might want to get a pen and pencil to write this down, right?
Okay.
And I think these 10 words are going to clear everything up for you. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, here are your 10 words. Stop it or I'll bury you alive in a box. Joanne Rowland, everybody. And that was by special request, Judith Munns, that was for you. And guess who's part of the Make 'em Laugh and Make 'em Think play reading troupe? Yes. Okay, a song from Joshua, and then Reverend Thomas will honor us with his talk for today.
Love it. Thank you, Patricia and Joanne. That was so good. So good. I am unwritten, can't read my mind, I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find, reaching for something in the distance. so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. I break tradition. Sometimes my tries are outside the lines. 'Cause we've been conditioned to not make mistakes. But I can't live that way, no, no. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. I am unwritten, can't read my mind, I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions and feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. The rest is still unwritten. The rest is still unwritten.
Turn that on. There we go. Was that not fabulous? Yeah. That, maybe we should just do that every week. Yeah, you guys are in, yeah. Fabulous, yeah. All right. I'm going to wrestle with this for a while. There we go. It's funny, I was just going to say, I heard recently somebody say, raise my level of abundance. So it's raising. But I was thinking about that. To raise my level of abundance. I get it. Like I would naturally, I think, understand that and speak that as if there's a raising of my abundance I need to get to if I'm feeling like I don't have enough abundance in my life. However, in reading Eric Butterworth's Spiritual Economics, it kind of, and everybody familiar with Eric Butterworth, Unity minister, had a congregation in Carnegie Hall in New York in the 60s, would fill it every week with like 2,000 people on a Sunday. Fantastic writer, speaker, and lived the Unity principles, really lived them. So in the idea of raising my level of abundance is kind of going against what Butterworth would teach, because what he teaches and I kind of agree with him, is that you are already fully abundant. There's nothing to raise. It's more like we need to get out of the way, right? We need to actually remove the limiting conversations, the limiting feelings, the limiting ways that we're doing things, because it's already an infinite, abundant place that we're in. We're maybe not experiencing that, or you're maybe not experiencing that, or I'm maybe not experiencing that because of my perception and the place I'm in within myself, or the place you're in within yourself. It has nothing to do with how much abundance is available. It's all available. Is there anybody struggling with that? Is anybody struggling with that idea? That is there. Right? So what there is to do then is to constantly examine, why am I feeling this way? Why is this not working? Why am I not getting the amount of love I want in my life, or relationships I want in my life, or financial support that I want in my life? What is it about me or the place I'm in that is preventing, that is actually blocking that? And it doesn't, so if we take finance for a moment, it doesn't mean that you're going to have gazillions of dollars in the bank, if there is such a word as gazillions, but it doesn't mean that that's what's going to happen. But it could very simply mean that the struggle, the worry, the concern, the feeling like you're not going to be taken care of would actually dissipate and go away, where you could live in the place of, I don't have to worry about it. It's all taken care of. What I need to do is show up and be that very thing. Like actually be that, instead of just wanting it or hoping for it. So Butterworth says that a couple of things that I think is really great. One is faith. Faith is expectancy. You do not receive what you want. You do not receive what you pray for, not even what you say you have faith in. You will always receive what you actually expect. So let me give you an example. So let's say you're thinking, I'm going to go do this great thing, and it's all going to work out for me, and you're pumping, ever pumped yourself up for something? Like, yeah, I'm going to do this. It's all going to be great. I'm going to make it. And in the back of your head, way, way in the back, is that little tiny voice that's going, I doubt it. But you're trying to overcome that with all this hype, but really what's going on is in the back, you don't really expect it to be that way. So you might say something like, just my luck. Anybody had that? It's just my luck. Only my luck. If it's by my luck, it ain't going to work, right? So if that's what's going on, if that's really what's going on in the back, what do you think is going to happen? Exactly what you expect, that it's not going to work out, that it's not going to go in your favor. And I know you might go, yeah, but I keep thinking I'm going to win the lottery and I haven't won it yet. Well, I don't know. If you were born in Canada, that's kind of like winning the lottery, isn't it? Think about it. Of all the places you could have been born on the planet, for me, I look at that and go, I was born here with the parents I had. That's pretty great for me. So maybe I don't need to think about winning the lottery. Maybe I already did. And it's time to get on to other things. But anyhow, just a thought, right? Like we can frame things however we want in the capacity of having our lives work for us. And so here's another thing from Butterworth. This is what I would say in spiritual economics is his really big idea. This is like you could spend a lot of time meditating on this idea. You shouldn't seek to go after money and things, but you should seek to create the consciousness through which abundance in every sense naturally comes through you. That is a way different approach, isn't it? So, anybody familiar with Jim Rohn, R-O-H-N? He was actually Tony Robbins' mentor, was Jim Rohn. And one of my favorite sayings of Jim Rohn is, work harder on yourself than you do at your job. Work harder on yourself than you do at your job. And that's really what that is saying in Eric Butterworth language, right? Is to not seek to go after things, but to actually create the consciousness through which everything works in your life. So when something's not working, it's on us, right? It's on the individual. It's up to us to shift that when it's not working. And I think if you were to, first of all, like, why didn't anybody tell me this when I was a kid? Like, where was where was that gem of information when I was 19, 20 years old, thinking the world was out to get me? Right? Where was that piece of advice? Well, I guess I just wasn't. Maybe I heard it, but I didn't really hear it. Ever had that experience where, somebody says, "Hey, you should read this book," and you're like, "Yeah, whatever." And then like 10 years later, you see it again, and you're like, "Oh yeah," and you're ready to read it, and then the teacher shows up, right? And then you go, "Ah, man, I should have read that 10 years ago." But would it have mattered? Because you probably would have fought the thing the whole way in that consciousness that you were in. And another thing that Butterworth says that I think is really beautiful is that we're here to become. We're here to be all that we are in potential. So let's take our unity way of being. Let's put it that way. The slogan we say, Unity of Vancouver Island is a growing, unfolding, expanding center of light and love, mighty to attract its good and radiate good to others. Right? And it's really nice. Like, it's nice that we say that. And we say that Unity Vancouver Island is that. But what if you were to say, I am a growing, unfolding, expanding center of light and love, mighty to attract its good and radiate good to others, and then actually be that. Be that growing, unfolding, expanding consciousness. It sounds really great, right? But you know what it means? It means you got to give up your SHIT. There's a lot that comes with it. You got to give up all of your, I don't think I've shared this. So I have a new frame for judgment. So judgment is not bad. We use judgment all the time. That's discernment. It's the condemnation that'll kill you. Right? So we have to be willing to give up the condemnation. So I know I'm going to do it. I'm going to jump off the ledge right now. I know there was a big election south of the border, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that would like to do some condemning for the results, but that is exactly what I'm talking about. Can you give up the condemnation? Can you let go of that and be in a place of like, hey, I don't like the outcome, but I'm not going to be gasoline for the outcome. I'm actually going to be, because I am a growing, unfolding, expanding center of light and love, right? But just pause there. Of light and love. Is condemnation part of love? It's not, is it? So that's really the place to look a lot of the times, is how are we condemning things? How are we being actually that instead of the light and love that's mighty to attract its good and radiate good to others? Because if everybody was being that, right, if everybody was actually being that, how would things look? Pretty good, right? We'd probably be like, we need a little more condemnation. Darn, if I could get me some condemnation right now, because there's just none. We might be actually, hungering for that. I don't know. Probably not, but you never, who knows, right? But in all seriousness, that's what abundance looks like. In my world, abundance looks like being the very thing that you want to see and experience more of in the world. You need to be that first. You can't wait around for others to do it. The idea, if I could just get this one thing, then I could do that next thing. And then I would be so happy. Anybody? Yeah. Maybe you're not there now, but maybe you were, or maybe you know some people that are there. As opposed to, if I be happy, then I would probably do things that are aligned with happy. And then I would experience all of the benefits of happy. It's the be, do, have idea. I need to be it, and then I'll do it, and then I'll have it. That's how abundance works. If I'm understanding what the Unity teachers before me have expressed in our teachings, that's how it works. Right? I think Jesus's line is something that Butterworth uses, is that it's the Father's great pleasure to give you the kingdom. Like, that says to me, it's already there. The kingdom is here now in us. It's available. It's readily there. We just need to get into it and enjoy it and love it and appreciate it and share the heck out of it. I'm not talking about becoming a preacher and, Jesus saves and all of that. I'm talking about living the principle of it. That's what inspires others, is to be the example of that. So we could do that, couldn't we? You don't have to, right? Like, seriously, no. Like, you can just go home and be how you're being now, and your life's probably working just fine. Maybe it could be a little better here, maybe not, or maybe it's a little worse over here than you like, but you know what? I'm used to it. I know what that feels like. I can manage it, and that's perfectly great. However, there's an and. And if you want something different than that, then there's access points. There's ways to generate that, and it's from us individually. And that's what is so great about something like this, because we can gather together, we can talk about these ideas, we can meet after service and talk about those ideas, and we can actually lift each other up. Right? We can be the source for one another. We can inspire one another. Sharing your stories is a great idea. Sharing what's working. I think Gail has come up with an idea, which will be in the newsletter coming up, is to gather and work on the 12 powers. To actually take a power and apply it and see how it'll work in your life. And then discuss it and talk about it and share the experience of that. What a great thing to do for one another. Like, you're actually lifting up other people in the process of lifting yourself up. We can do that. That is readily available anytime that you want to do that. You can lift others by being that source of, growth, unfolding, expanding center of light and love, mighty to attract its good and radiate good to others. Yeah. And I know I've shared this. When I heard that, I was in. The moment I heard that, I was in, and I took it as my own thing. that this is what I can do. So it's not, when I look and go, how did I end up a minister? It doesn't shock me, because I actually took that and said, I can be that. Is it easy? Have I failed at it miserably many times? Absolutely. Are there many days where I am not that? Of course. There's all sorts of times where I am not that thing. However, I still want to be it. And I still try to be it every day, to wear it and actually go out in the world as that. And it works. That's all. I'm telling you that just because I can see how it's worked in my life. That, life wasn't working. I decided, hey, I'll take this on. Life's working now. Wow, what changed? I just decided to take that idea and make it my idea. So you might think, yeah, this is Unity Vancouver Island, and I go to this place, and it's great and it's wonderful. But what if you actually owned it? Like, what if your mindset was, this is my Unity Vancouver Island. I am responsible for it. That's a whole different realm to be in. I know that I was, appointed by the board, offered this position to be the senior minister or the spiritual leader, and so I have, by default, by saying yes, I have ownership of it in a big way. But you know what? We're all ministers. Minister is a verb. It's an action. It's to go out and minister to others, right? That's what that actually means. So what if we all owned this? What if we all said to ourselves, this is my place, actually. And I don't like the way the chairs are set up. So I'm going to talk to somebody about how those chairs are set up. Or I don't like it when there's dirt on the floor. So I'm going to just go get rid of the dirt that's on the floor because it's my place. I'm just giving, frivolous examples, but that's what drives a community and raises it up and makes it something that other people see and want to come into. They see a caring and a light and a responsibility that maybe they're not having in their life, but man, they would want it. They want to be involved in something. Don't you? I mean, I do. That's why I'm here. I want to be involved in something that brings me that joy of abundance. Like, look how many friends I have. Are they my closest friends? No, some are. But we're all friends here in my world. If I saw you anywhere in the world, I wouldn't be like, oh no. Did they see me? I hope they didn't. If anything, I'd be worried I don't remember your name. And then I'd be like, I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. I'm terrible with names. So yeah, this is our home. We get to be it. We get to be the abundance. So I have a couple of abundance blocks that we can talk about real quick. So there's the programming of the subconscious mind. So think of it like an iceberg. So think of your mind like an iceberg. The conscious part is the 10% that everybody sees and you are focused on. And the 90% is the rest of the iceberg that's under the water. It's your subconscious mind. So it's programmed. You're breathing right now. You're not thinking about it, right? Your eyes are blinking. All those things are happening. This is all part of the autonomic nervous system, which is operated by our subconscious mind. And you have all sorts of programs, just like I do, that have developed over time, and they're just automatic defaults, right? Get up in the morning, brush your teeth. You just do things you don't even think about doing. This is what the subconscious mind looks like. And this is how we might naturally respond to things when we're faced with them and we're not consciously aware of how we're responding. You'll just have a go-to automatic response. Like somebody says, hey, you want to come to this party Friday night? And you're like, oh, I don't know, I really don't like parties. And you're like, no. Immediately you're like, no. You just don't want to go. And then you start to think about it, and maybe there's people there that you're going to, oh, then I'm going to see that person. And you start going down this rabbit hole of default thinking that has developed as opposed to just going as an isolated event. I don't know. I've never been to this party before. How do you know that? Because it hasn't happened yet. It's a whole new thing. It's not the party you went to last year. It's brand new. You haven't even been there. Wow! I hadn't thought of it like that before until just now. That's so great. It's epiphany right here. I'm using that again. So, back to the subconscious. We talked about this a little. So, if you're operating from the belief that the world is flat, this is your operating system, and you will always work from that belief until you realize it's not flat, and then you have a whole new way of seeing it, right? But you have to consciously bring that into your awareness, and it might take some time for you to now remember, oh yeah, the world is round, it's not flat, right? Does that make sense? That there's a programming, right? So we need to retrain ourselves. So the first is living in a get mindset, the need to acquire before being able to enjoy. If I could just get. So we kind of talked about that already, right? We don't want to have that kind of mindset. Then there's the fear of loss, the belief that by creating and experiencing abundance, it will actually lead to you losing some of your values. So, for example, some people might think money is evil. So they're like, I don't want any money because money's evil. Well, it's not actually. It's just money. That's all it is. It's your approach to money that might become evil. It's thinking that it's everything that might turn into evil. And so if you're saying to yourself, hey, I would like to have more financial abundance in my life, it's not a bad thing. However, you might think it's a bad thing, so then you will do everything to avoid that because you're afraid you're going to give up some value that might be actually a misconception, that could actually be switched around. So you can look in areas of your life and see if that's something that's going on. Is this something that's actually happening for me? And if so, it's like a, aha, ha 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 ha, I got you now, I see you. And then there's the believing I am not enough. I'm not skilled enough, I'm not educated enough, I'm not talented enough. You can fill in the blank. Anybody suffered from that? Yes. Yeah, today. It's like somebody said that today, right? The I'm not enough. These are all things that are the blocks to that very thing that Butterworth talks about, that we are already abundant, but maybe we have some programming going on that's actually keeping us small. And I don't have the Marianne Williamson quote at the top of my head, but you maybe know the one I'm thinking of. Does anybody know it? Who am I to be? Yeah, who am I to be small? All right. Yes, the who am I not to be fabulous, exactly. Look it up if you're not familiar with it, the Marianne Williamson quote. I just thought of it now, otherwise I would have had it in my notes. But that's what we can do for ourselves. Somebody could find it on does anybody here have access to the internet? Yes, that's the one. I know Sharon's going to pull it up here. Sharon's on it. I'm going to come get your phone. I'm coming. You got it? Our deepest fear, there we go. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Amen to that. Thank you, Sharon. I'll be testing on this next week for everybody. It's like everybody to know it off, you know. So, five things, real quick. Focus on inner development rather than external possessions. Practice daily affirmations and gratitude. Embrace the process of personal transformation. Prioritize sharing and giving over just accumulating. And connect with a supportive community. Being in community with like-minded individuals can elevate your consciousness and inspire you on your growth journey. And so let's take a few moments to just bring that into our awareness. So if you're comfortable, you can close your eyes. If that's uncomfortable, find a place on a chair in front of you or the ground to just soften your gaze. And allow yourself to be fully present. What do I mean by that? I mean, let go of thinking there's anything you have to do right now, that there's something you need to change about yourself, that I want to remember this thing or that. Just allow yourself to be right here. And trust and know that whatever you were here to hear today, you heard it. You got it. Could have been from something I said. It could have been from something that was said earlier. It could be from one of the songs. Whatever you came here for today, it's in you now. And I invite you with each breath, with each exhale, see if you can soften a little more. Let the shoulders down a little more. Let yourself sink into that chair a little more. Just allow yourself to be breathed in this moment. And as we prepare to come back to this room, I invite you to give yourself a declaration, and I am. It can be something as simple as I am abundant love. I am present. I am appreciating the magical gifts of life. I am peaceful. I am whole and complete. I am magnificent beyond measure. And whatever that was for you, I invite you for today and the rest of the week to see the rest of the world through those eyes. As you're ready, you can open your eyes. Namaste.
When I was a boy each week, on Sunday we would go to church, pay attention to the priest, and he would read the holy word and consecrate the holy bread, and everyone would kneel and bow. Today the only difference is everything is holy now. Everything, everything, everything is holy now. And when I was in Sunday school, we would learn about the time Moses split the sea in two, and Jesus made the water wine. And I remember feeling sad that miracles don't happen still, but now I can't keep track, 'cause everything's a miracle. Everything, everything, everything's a miracle. Wine from water is not so small, but an even better magic trick is that anything is here at all. So the challenging thing becomes not to look for miracles, but finding where there isn't one. When holy water was rare at best, it barely wet my fingertips. But now I have to hold my breath like I'm swimming in a sea of it. It used to be a world half there, heaven's second-rate hand-me-down. Now I walk it with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now. Read a questioning child's face and say it's not a testament. That'd be very hard to say. See another new morning come and say it's not a sacrament. I'll tell you that it can't be done. This morning outside I stood, I saw a little red-winged bird shining like a burning bush and singing like a scripture verse. It made me want to bow my head. I remember when church let out, how things have changed since then, 'cause everything is holy now. It used to be a world half there, heaven's second rate hand-me-down, but I'm walking with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now. It used to be a world half there, heaven's second rate hand-me-down, but I'm walking with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now. It used to be a world half there, heaven's second rate hand-me-down, but I'm walking with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now.
Okay, time for gratitude. And what a lot of things we have to be grateful for this morning. Leslie, thank you for your magnificent hopping about and handling things. And Brian, you know, he was the last one to leave last night. He was the first one here this morning. No matter what came up, Brian was there to handle it. We value you so much. And of course, Thomas and Joshua and all the volunteers who brought everything together this morning. We are so grateful. And once again, Gail has brought in some earrings to contribute to our fundraiser, and the chocolates are still available. So if there's any money left in your pocket and you'd like to, spur some abundance growth there, get rid of it. Okay. And what is next? Would you repeat the abundance with me? I am an ever-standing expression of divine abundance. I firmly establish myself in the flow of giving and receiving. I am blessed and I am a blessing. And the children, no children today? Let's bless the world's children. We see the divine light shining as you. We love and appreciate you exactly the way you are. And now for the grand finale. Yes.
I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. Yeah. I thank the universe for each new day, whether it's sunny or it's pouring rain. In any situation, time or place, my grateful heart creates a state of grace. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. The darkness taught me how to praise the light. Wrongness made me hunger for what's right. I haven't found a place where I don't see heaven's blessing pouring down on me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. Yeah. I won't be waiting when my ship comes in. Won't trade my here and now for something then. I'm finding pleasure in the simple things. It doesn't matter what tomorrow brings. Say yeah, say yeah, say yeah, 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 yeah. I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude deliverance, yeah. Send desperate pleas to the heavens. But it wasn't until I gave up and got still, yeah. I could see all the gifts I'd been given. Cause I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. One more time, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. Yeah, perfect, perfect. Very nice.
Say, full of surprises today. Let's repeat together our prayer of protection and then sing the peace song. All right. We are one with the love. The love that is God enfolds us. We are one with the love. The power that is God connects us. We are one with the light. The presence of God watches over us. We are one with the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and so it is. Amen.
Nice.
Changed it, sorry.
And let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as our center, family are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this